A collection of soul-searching poems. That is the way that this book is described. 22 virtues for you to pursue. Peace, love, hope, and faith, and a lot more. Joining us this morning on the Now Morning Show is Mr. Richard Ford, author, creative, and so much more. Good morning, Richard, and welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me this morning.
It's a pleasure to have you with us on Now, and really looking forward to this conversation because this book, I mean, we're looking at poetry, but we're looking at something that's definitely coming across as a guide, I dare say, to life and self-development in so many ways. And before we get into that, we want to hear a little bit about you, Plasma the Poet, and what sprung you into action to write this book.
Okay. I was introduced to poetry in Standard 5 by Miss Verner Simon, the late Miss Verner Simon, God bless her soul. Right, she introduced me to poetry schemes, like word schemes, rhyme schemes, how you would rhyme in different formats. And she got me interested into the intricacies of poetry since Standard 5. So I would have written poems all through high school. I went to Bishop's High School in Tobago, and I would have gotten the nickname Shakespeare when I was going to school. So that would have given me encouragement. I remember in second form, I did a really remarkable, at least for that time, poem in school. And amongst my peers, and everybody was taken aback. And from that, everybody was looking forward to poetry from me. So I just think the right thing to do would be to, do official literature compiled. So I decided to do a book after a couple of years of research and whatnot.
Okay, and what inspired you to do this book? I mean, we've heard about, of course, your journey, but to do something that is so well described as soul-searching, there definitely, I'm sure there would have been some sort of inspiration to drive you forward. What was it?
Yes, I mean, we have different backgrounds, right? Political, religious backgrounds. And I think that no matter your background, there are certain virtues that we all strive to be in terms of gelling together as a function in society. Like kindness, patience, temperance, these kind of things. Everybody should be able to apply them to their lives and get some kind of self-growth and development out of it, out of having these virtues. So that's what inspired me, the way that I can inspire somebody to want to be better than their current state, using these 22 virtues that they can pursue daily.
Now, with the indication and, well, the title of 22 Virtues, would you describe this as a possible book to be used as an action plan to life, like one of those 22-day step plans?
Yes, definitely. It's like, if you look at the design of the book, it's basically stairs leading onto a brighter day and a betterment of your life. Basically, I'm trying to get this book into, like, the high schools, the education system, whatnot, because I think everybody at every level can benefit from this book.
Wonderful. Did you have any collaborators on this book, or was this a solo project?
It was a solo project. The only help I would have gotten was from, I have a designer there. She would have designed everything, Miss Sabrina Robley. Very, very supportive of everything I'm doing. So she is the only person that would have coordinated with me in terms of design, but in terms of the actual content, that was all Plasma the Poet.
And how long did it take you to create this content for this book?
It took me from, I'll say like about a month and a half, from like November 2022, from mid-November. And my goal was to finish it before the year finished, so it'll be before the 31st. So that's like a month and a half. Honestly, I could have written it faster than that. I just had some delays in how the Christmas season is, but I write poems really fast. I'm a fast writer of anything lyrical.
Oh, we all know how a Trinbagonian Christmas can be, and it definitely puts a few stops in the works, but of course for wonderful things. Now, you said you wrote this in such a short space of time. I'm assuming from that you didn't take any of your previous works that you would have done from childhood to now.
No, everything I did was recent. I always see myself as continuously graduating from one point to the next. So I always look for upward mobility. So where I was 5 years ago, I may not be in that same place 5 years later. So I try to do it as current to my development as possible.
Now, from what you shared a little bit earlier, you definitely have a passion for self-improvement, and we see this in this book that you have brought out. But something that's particularly interesting is you mentioned you would like to have it in the schools. Would you say that that is a place close to your heart, coming to the youth and developing the youth in particular?
Yes, definitely. As a youth myself, I don't see myself as that senior as yet. I still see myself in my junior phase, right? And looking around at things that happening and how people might be going in a certain direction that is not the best for them. I think that the influences, there are so much negative influences that we need to counter that with productive, positive influences. And that was my focus with this one.
I mean, I
To
can
try
tell
to
you came
combat
out of...
negativity.
Oh, understood. I mean, we can see you came out of secondary school like 2-3 years ago. It's totally fine. We are all young and we are all in this together. I absolutely love it. And you definitely have an incredible spirit to be able to do this and do this from your heart to lead the next generation in a powerful space. Now, before we go, I just want to find out, where can we get this book? Because as you mentioned, if you're looking at schools, we're assuming that it's available to purchase online as well?
Yes. Yes, basically, you could go on Amazon and just look for 22 virtues for you to pursue. You could look for the name of the book, the title, or you can look for the author. The author, my name is Richard Ford, F-O-R-D, right? Richard Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And you look for either of those 22 virtues for you to pursue, Richard Ford, and the book will come up and you can order it from there.
Okay, so before we go,
I will eventually get it into like the bookstores, but currently it's on Amazon, so it's easy to get off Amazon. That's all right, and it gets directed.
Wonderful. So we have 30 seconds left, and in the last 30 seconds before we go, I'd just like you to share with us your favorite virtue from your book.
Okay, my favorite virtue is hope, right? And I'll give you a verse from it, okay? All right. What do we have? Right. What do we have when all is out of our control? Hope is what we lean towards, our greatest form of console. Right, today is our comment, holistic liberation, coupled with a feeling of expectation.
Beautiful.
So much more to come.
Thank you so much, Richard. We appreciate the fact that you took the time out this morning, and looking forward to seeing your book in our schools and elevating the younger generation. Have a great day.
Thanks for having me. Take care. Blessings.
This is the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned. There is a lot of great stuff coming up on Tobago Thursdays.